All right, we're gonna be doing coolant line. This guy right here. I don't know if you can see this bad boy. This is leaking heavily. This is one item, but it's also known. It's connected to a coupler back here that's also known to leak, and there is another thing that's also known to leak. If you've owned this car for a while, or you know about this car, the CLS, then you know that you need to buy the whole thing if you're doing anything with coolant. So this is the part that we're seeing right now. So this down here, the heater core, it's this. As you can see, like all the splash from the coolant. You can see all those white marks. It's been splashing around. You can see everything down there. This right here, you know, everything down there has just been leaking coolant heavily. I already changed all these coolant lines in the front, but then that was another video I think I made. But yeah, this is what you want. You wanna, so it's leaking from here. But what's probably gonna happen when I take this out, this is gonna break, or this is gonna break. So these are the three separate pieces. This is one. The part number for this is, let's see if I can get the camera to focus. It's 02782002152. I don't know if, yeah. So that one goes like that, as you just saw. This one goes like this, and the part number for this is 8212830230, and this goes into this, which goes like this down there, and the part number for this is 821283000496. I'm going to add what tools I needed for this, but the plan right now is I have to take this firewall out. I'm gonna take these out, the wiper blades. I'm gonna take this whole trim off. I'm probably gonna move the air box also as well, just to make more space, because as you can see, like my hand can't even fit down there. So to make space for that, all of this has to come out. All right, so to take this off, there's like a little cap here. You take that off. I spread it with WD-40. For these, there's a little cap as well in here. Just take that off. I used one of these bad boys just to, like, you know, take it out. I'm gonna take that off and do the same. Spray WD-40. Okay, these have been way more complicated than that one. What I'm gonna try to do right now, from what I saw some like other places, I'm gonna try with some pliers. So basically this is like, I feel like it's gonna be the hardest. All right, let's see. I just got this one, but let's see if I can get a good angle of this. Next, we're gonna get our hands under here, and we're gonna pop the hand right here, and then all along this. So you see this? I'm gonna go ahead and take all of this out. I'm gonna do a couple of screws here. Over there. These are not just screws, they are clips. So once you screw them out enough, you have to use a tool to take it out. So, yeah, be careful that they don't fall. They just popped out. Gonna do those the same logic. All right, all of them are out. Next, I'm gonna use this. Once I've gotten a little play, I'm just gonna use this to just kind of just wiggle my way out. All right, once you've taken it out, you can pop the I don't know, the wiper fluid shooters or whatever they're called. They have two little wedges right here. I'm using this. So basically you pop them like this, you apply pressure from the bottom and they pop right out. Next, we're gonna take this off. About to take this off and take this off. This is just, it doesn't have any bolts, but the bolt is here. So it's 16. Fits perfectly. I'm gonna take that off. Also, I'm just taking this off right now. It's just gonna get in the way and it has to come off anyway. So let's just get it out of the way now. This is also the wiper thing. I just took it off like I showed you. You just lay it on the side like this so it doesn't get in the way. It comes out pretty easy. Just be careful down here to not, with the airline, that you do not want to damage this. I just put the nut back so it just stays in place. I don't lose it later. But this just comes out very easily. Like you can see, it just comes out super easy. All right, so these are 13. I already took them out. 13 millimeter, 13, 13, and here it's a 13. Make sure when you take it off, you are careful to not drop the washer down there, because if you drop the washer, it'll be a problem. So this is plugged in here. Just be very careful. Mercedes, when they're old, this can become brittle, so it just slides off. So yeah, make sure you take the clip here that goes down here on this piece of metal right here, and then another clip that goes right there. So you just take them out, then you'll be able to wiggle the motor out. All right, next we're going to pop the ECU so we can take this wire off and move the wire out of the way when we take this out. To do that, you just pop it up like that. It's just like a little pop. Then you take this out. This comes out and this comes out. All right, so this is already out. The only thing holding the firewall in place now that we've taken out this, it's what we actually have to change, which is this hose right here. So we need to take out the where is it at? We need to take this out. And for that to happen, we need to lift this thing up so that we can pull it out. So make sure you got a strong pin, because I just tried taking it off with this and it's just bending. And luckily I bought these, which are stronger. We'll go ahead and try taking that out now. All right, firewall is out. You just have to wiggle it. Very easy. Like I said, it's two bolts, one here, one there. Make sure these are out of the way. Make sure this is out of the way, and then you just wiggle from one side, from another. And once you get this out, you push it out. There's a hole in there, right here. You could just make sure you wear gloves because it's very sharp. You can use that to leverage and take it out. And then this is why this is very important, because now I have all the room to work on this. So as you can see, like, this is what I need to change, but this was probably on its way out. This is also known to leak. I'm changing that as well. And then the part that this connects to is down there. So next we're going to be taking this out, and then we're going to replace the O-ring, put it all together, and just slide it back in. All right, next thing, we're taking out the vacuum lines. The way you do this is you press very tightly on this sides and you pull it out. So you pull it out from here, and you can, I'm leaving it there just because, I might move this out later, but yeah. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this out so I can make more space. Like I was saying before, I wanted to take this out. But once I take this out, there's like one bolt here, another bolt here, and then there's one below that I can't really get to because there's all these hoses in the place. So what I'm gonna do, because this is, you know, kind of like stuck in there, I'm gonna cut this like with a blade, because I have the replacement part, right? Because I don't want to jank on it and risk damaging this part back here. So I'm just gonna cut a slice in here very thinly with a razor and then yank it out. So I use a razor and very carefully slit that open, and then now you can see it's much easier and safer to take off. Okay, so for the pump, there are 3 bolts. There are E10. The way you get them out is there's 3. There's one right here, one right here, and one right at the bottom right here. You have to feel it with your hand. The way you take them out is you break them loose with a ratchet, and then because they're not super tight, and remember this when you put them back on, they're not super tight, you have to manually twist them off with the wrench. So you put them in there and you manually twist it off, and you're very careful to not drop it down there. I put a rack down there in case they fall off. After that, it slides right off. I put the coverings in there, you know, I don't want anything going in there, but so the 3 bolts are here, here, and here. So this sits like this, right? I don't know what all these holes were. It's 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3, right here. Now when we've done this, now we're ready to take this part out. I'm not even gonna bother trying to take this out, I think. We'll see, because it's this part. So it's this part right here. So I'm not even gonna bother. I mean, I might. So it's 2 bolts. So 1, 2. So once I take that out, I'll update. All right, so it's finally out. You need T30. Again, you break it with a ratchet, and then you use your hand, you manually twist it off. T30. Now, as expected, and why you should just change all 3 of these pieces, this piece broke off. These are all plastic, so let's do a quick inspection. Mine was leaking from here. This was the biggest leak here, and this was bound to fail. Like it just broke off. So now I gotta dig it out, dig it out of there. But so this was leaking from here. And then the other one I didn't even know was also leaking from here. You can see the coolant down here. So just change all 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. I have all the pieces. 1. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, here. I have the new pieces right here. So 1, 2, 3. So now I have to dig this out. Because this broke off. So you can see it right here. All right, so wish me luck. Time to dig this out. So right there you can see what we're dealing with. Yeah. Guys, I just spent about an hour and a half trying to get this thing clear using the wrong tools. I ran to the store to Advanced Auto Parts, bought one of these sets for $13, bro. I bought this mirror, so maybe $30. Just get the right tools. This is I failed to learn this lesson still, but you guys see, it's clear now. I'm gonna like wipe it down a little bit more. But just this, with this mirror and this pick, it took me literally 1 minute, 50 seconds. I should have just got this from the beginning. I wasted about an hour trying to get it out with other methods. Just get yourself a pick, get yourself a mirror, get yourself a tiny flashlight, and get this done over. Don't be like me. Okay, next step is this. Make sure this part aligns. Right there. When tightening these, make sure you don't over tighten them. They're made from aluminum. They will snap off. That one I went through already in. Next, we put the hose on here. We put this hose firewall in, and that's it. Also, when you're putting this back, this is a part that's known to cause issues. I'll see if I can put the link on the description. If you're already doing this, it's so much, even you haven't done it, just change it. It's not expensive at all. And also it's made by, it's easy to change, but sometimes it's known to cause issues. I just put it back in, but yeah. I already changed this also. Very easy, very quick. So I'm gonna put the vacuum line in here, and I'm gonna just start putting the firewall in. All right. Back at it again. So we left yesterday, everything is already plugged in. This is the new piece. This is already in. The firewall has to come in between here. So I already plugged everything in. I haven't plugged this in because that is over there. I mean, I could just, I'm probably just gonna take out the line right now. I kept it there so it would have a place, you know. I didn't want to misplace it, but very easy. You just press this down. Comes out very easy. You just press this and it just slides right off. The next thing, so this line is gonna stay right here. This line is gonna be out of the way, and then we're just gonna slide the firewall behind this. So the firewall goes behind, not in front, behind. You can look at the previous video, or like make sure you look at I mean earlier in the video, or like make sure you look at your own. The firewall goes behind this, so right behind here, and just wiggle it back into place. Yeah, let's see if I can get it. So when you're pushing this down, make sure you see, I don't know if you can see this right here. This hose, I could have been damaging. I was pressing down against it by accident. I don't know if you can see right there. I was pressing against it down, and I could damage it. So make sure you like move everything out of the way. If you use like a big screwdriver like this, to make sure nothing is blocking. So it's like I was just pressing down on it, kind of hard to be honest. So yeah, just don't be like me. Be careful that when you're pushing this down, there's nothing blocking the way. When putting this back, this piece turns around. So I just spent like a couple of minutes trying to figure out why it wasn't flush. If it doesn't flush for you, this piece right here, it swivels. So just swivel it around and it snaps right back into place. Also, this is what I was talking about. So I'm about to plug the ECU back on. This part, you could just cut the zip ties. I honestly, if you're really anal about these things, I just cut it off, because otherwise you have to take that bolt off. There's two right there, and it's like a lot of work. I could just cut the zip tie off and then get a new zip tie later. Not a big deal at all. The other thing is, this works like this. When you yank this out, it pushes out the ECU. So you push it in, push it out. I wish I could show this, but yeah. So like, let me see if I can do it right here. So you push it all the way in, and then you just push this in. You see, it's very, you don't have to like yank it. You just push this out, and he pushes it out for you. Same thing with this. Once we've done everything, so plugged in, this is plugged in, vacuum line is plugged in. I think I already mentioned this before, but this piece right here, this is known to go bad. It's a vacuum pump. You can get it very cheaply. I think I already mentioned it, but just in case, you can get this very cheaply, and this is a perfect time to do it. All the lines are secure. Everything is good. Double check everything. Boom, boom. Everything is good. Now we put the wiper, then the trim, and then ready to go. I'm trying to pace myself, but I mean, I'm putting everything back, and everything's going very smoothly. To put this on, you slide it in from the passenger side under here, so it's easier that way. So you just slide it in, put it into what it is, and you get your 13 millimeters, and then that's it. I don't think I'm gonna record after this unless I find some kind of hiccup. The next thing I'll record is just me turning on the car and verifying for leaks. But yeah, pretty much all I have to do after that is install the wiper blades. After the wiper blades, all I gotta do is install the trim. Put these on the trim. I mean, I'll see if I can move some videos. We'll see. Okay. The other thing is, before I put the trim in, guys, this part of the trim, mine is broken, but this is your chance to clean this. This part is so dirty. So make sure you clean that. I'm gonna clean it a little more, and then we're ready to go. Alrighty. No leaks that I can tell. I'm gonna keep monitoring, but like I think we're good. I can feel coolant going through there. It's hot already. So yeah, I will edit the video, and then I'll do a final inspection before I update, before I post, and let everyone know. It should be good though. All right, so the repair was successful. It's been 2 days. Coolant is good. As in depleted. I've driven about like 60 miles or so. There is like a little bit of a leak. I think the cap might be faulty, but you can see there's coolant right there. So there is no leak except for this. But yeah, very quickly, I'll make a short list of all the tools needed for this. Also, this job, so all the coolant lines have been replaced. This has been replaced. This is replaced also. This line right here has been replaced. down there, I'm gonna make another video, but where I did all of this job. The thermostat is new. I did the valve cover also. I'll make another video about that. But yeah, so here are the tools that are needed for this. You're gonna need a ratchet, of course, an extension, a 13. I believe you also need a 10. I'm not sure, but you for sure need a 13. You need some Torx bits. I have an E10. I have 2 sizes. You will need an E10 as well. E10. T30. I have these sizes and this sizes. You need probably both, or just this one. I think I just used this one. You will need a 16mm wrench for sure. You will need this to undo the clips. You will need a 10mm wrench, I believe, also. I use this to pop off the wiper arms. There is a tool, but if you look, there's other videos online of people using tools similar to this. This is too small. This is maybe what is this, 6 inches. You probably need like an 8-inch or something better to pop off the wiper arms. You need this to pop off the clips, and I use this to take out the trim from the windshield. You don't want to use a screwdriver because you might crack your windshield. I use this for the clips as well. I use this for this clamps for the hoses. There's like this clamp right here. It's easier to reach than with standard pliers. Just get yourself one of these. I use the blade to cut up this right here to make it easier to take this off. I took the blade out from here and I use the blade. Just makes it easier, and that way you're not janking on the heater core itself. It just comes out very easily. You need picks for sure, because this part is likely going to break when you take it out. So the pick will allow you to just take it out very easily. You also need one of these to look on the engine, because there's not a lot of space. And I have a headlight I put on. You can wear on your head, or you need some sort of flashlight so you can see what you're doing down there.